Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do a very quick flip of my One Book July setup for 2022, and I am going to be going through this a bit quickly. I have a feeling my son is going to be waking up sometime tonight, so I'm racing against the clock here. But this is my third time participating in One Book July, so I am very excited, even though it's a bit bare bones this year and it's not anything I haven't done before. Nothing here is really that new because we're in the middle of a big move and I've already packed away most of my stationery, so I did have to work with what I still had on me. But I definitely wanted to do a standard traveler's notebook setup for One Book July. I really miss this size. Anytime I move away from it, I always feel myself being drawn back to it. So I thought One Book July was the perfect chance. And since we're moving literally next week, this is going to be really functional for me because everything that I need is in here. Both my planner and my daily journal are in this setup. So I really can just chuck this into my carry-on and I'll be good to go. The cover that I'm using is my Chic Sparrow TN, and I bought this back in 2019 when it used to be called Buttered Rum, but now I believe it's the Austen Emma leather. And as you can see, it's aged beautifully since I first had it. There's the old logo there, lots of scuffs and marks, and there are these wrinkles here, which is just so beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and open her up. And here is the front. I don't have anything on the card pockets here. This is their old deluxe layout, by the way. So there's the 3 card slots on the left side and then the secretarial on the right side. And as you can see, the stitching here is different from the white stitching. This was actually a second chance item. This was my very first Chic Sparrow and I was still trying to be all frugal about my stationery hobby. So I waited until they had a second chance sale for me to get a narrow buttered rum, which is what I wanted. And they did deliver, but I did notice that the card slots weren't sewn in, so I decided to sew them in myself, and I didn't do the perfect job, but it works for me. It was really hard too because I didn't have the appropriate tools, and this pocket got stretched out from me trying to sew these in, but that's okay. You can see the scuff marks here too from when I was trying to sew in these pockets, so that's really funny to look back at now. I do have a magnetic clip here from Lauren Phelps Designs. I thought this floral clip would look so cute with my setup. And then I do have a dashboard that wraps around all of my inserts, as you can see. And this is actually a Chic Sparrow wide dashboard, but I decided to go ahead and use it for my narrow TN because I noticed that it actually fits pretty well into the narrow size. And I didn't have to cut down the middle and stretch it out with packing tape. It works well on its own. So if you happen to have a narrow Chic Sparrow traveler's notebook or a traveler's notebook with a wide spine like this with the 3 strings, their wide dashboard might work well for them. So inside the dashboard, I do have some deco on it. This is a floral postcard that I bought on Amazon. This is a freebie from Sesame. And then I just have some scrapbook paper for the background. If you watched one of my past traveler's notebook setups before, you've seen these deco. Again, I'm just working with what I have currently. And then on the other side, I have this postcard from Galen Leather. You get this when you buy something from their website. And then this die cut is from Amazon. So I added some scrapbook paper to go along with it, and then I laminated the whole thing, and that's how I made this. And then here is my craft folder for my standard TN. Again, nothing new. I've already had this craft folder for a long time, and I did decorate it with some vinyl stickers, and it's blue themed. And inside I just have some junk. I have a spare elastic for my inserts and some stickers that I said I was going to go through, but I never seem to, so they're just hanging out there. And then there's the back. So this is the first string. And then on the middle string, I have this Galen leather wallet insert. So I do have the purple one that I had with my pink Foxy Fix TN, and I decided to get the green one to go with my more neutral colors. And I really love this leather. This is their Crazy Horse leather, and I love how beautiful it gets when it marks up, and it smells so good, and it's so soft too. And then here we go. This is my Hobonichi Weeks Mega. And then on this side of my Galen leather insert, I usually like to put some deco in here or some sticky notes or whatever. But since I am working with limited resources right now, I'm just keeping this functional. I just have my writing board here. And then in the pen loop, I do keep my Zebra Beeline ballpoint pen. This is the pen that I use for my planner. And this has become my favorite ballpoint pen. So if you follow my channel, you may have noticed that this is exactly like my Foxy Fix number 6 setup from last year, and you would be correct. This is almost the exact same setup. The only thing that's changed is the cover and the color of my wallet insert here, and yeah, I'm just going with what I know and what I find comfortable. This setup worked really well for me last year when we were also moving. So we moved last year and we're moving again this year. So it's been a total pain, but oh well. I do want to give a quick update on my Hobonichi Weeks Mega. So the last time I did a setup video for this planner, I was using daily pages in the back, as you can see here. But with our moving date getting closer and closer, I needed to be able to do some forward planning, and I just felt like the daily pages weren't really cutting it for me anymore. So I decided to jump back into using the weekly pages of this planner. So there you go. And I haven't decorated this page, but as you can see, this is the exact same way that I planned last year, and I do find this layout very comfortable. I have some undecorated pages here, but this move has just been so stressful and overwhelming for me, so everything else pretty much fell off by the wayside. But that's okay, I can always catch up with decorating these pages if I wanted to. So my layout for my weekly pages is my to-dos go on the left side on the daily rows here, and then I have a tracker on the right side, a meal planning section for our dinners, and then I have a section here at the bottom for anything else that I want to do that week, notes on what posts I might want to make on Instagram, YouTube film topics, things like that. And then in the front, I did update the deco to look a bit different than before. So before I only had the one journaling card here, I think, but I just wanted to change things up a little because that helps me stay consistent with my planner. If I change a couple of things, that kind of refreshes the way I feel about it, and then I don't end up switching to an entirely different planner. I don't like to switch planners in general just because setting up takes so much time. But I did want to share what cover I had previously before this one, and I was using the Moterm Lychee Mustard cover. And let me just move this real quick. So here is what my mega looks like right now. It's looking very lived in. I have all sorts of tabs and paperclip bookmarks on here. And then in the back, I have sticky notes and then random papers. So the longer the year goes, the messier my planner gets. But that's okay. That's what we love about using our notebooks, right? They become our own as we use them and add things to them. So prior to my One Book July setup, I was using this Moterm cover for my weeks. And here's what it looked like. So these pockets are similar to my Moterm Lilac setup. I did go ahead and change the Instax mini print that I have into something more summery. And then I added this yellow flower sticker that I just washi taped in. And then when you flip open the planner, it just gives off this really fun summer vibe. So that was the look that I was trying to go for with this setup. But again, since we're moving and I'm trying to keep things simple and uncomplicated, I'm just going to be inserting my planner into this. I can always go back and add more stuff to this later. But the focus for now is to just get things packed and moved, and it's been so stressful. I'm sure you guys understand. And then in the back, I have my daily journal that I plan on using with this setup. And it is a standard size insert. It's lined, so this is from Moterm, I believe. I did go ahead and decorate the cover a little bit with stickers that I still had on me. And I think it turned out pretty good. Here is my current journal, the Stalogy A6. I did change the cover to this Gingham Note 4 cover, so I bought this on AliExpress, I think. So it's not Hobonichi, it's a Hobonichi dupe cover, but I love it. It's so bright and fun and summery. The deco inside hasn't changed. But I am literally a few days out before I can jump out of this journal. I just have a couple of pages left. So maybe an entry or two, and then this journal will be done. And then I'll be moving on to this setup. So that's super exciting for me. And I do want to finish up this journal before moving into this one, because I'm a finisher. You can't just drop things because you think they're almost done. You have to see it through to the end, right? That's how I feel anyway. So here's my next journal. It's set up and ready for me to go. And then here is the back of my Chic Sparrow dashboard. Does anybody remember this heart sticker from last year? I said that I was going to use this up, and then I never even touched it. So I'm just going to use it as deco this time around. I'm not even going to pretend. And then this little freebie card at the bottom is from Cloth and Paper, and then another scrapbook paper background, and this one has scalloped edges. And in the back, I don't have anything here, but what I plan on doing is, if I want to just be able to slip my journal in and out of this setup, I'm just going to slip it into the secretarial pocket here, and that still works fine for me. And then in the Chic Sparrow pen loop, I do have my Zebra Sarasa gel pen. So this is the same gel pen that I showed on my latest Project Pan video. I do still plan on posting an update on my Project Pan, but it's just going to be later than I thought because I haven't been keeping track of my Project Pan statistics. It's just been so overwhelming, and I don't know, I'm just struggling to get my life together. That's just me being honest and real, but once we move and settle into our new place, I'm definitely going to be getting right back into it. But I am still using my gel pen for sure. And this Stalogy A6 is part of my project pan lineup, and it's almost finished, so that's a quick update for you. Still chugging along on this gel pen, and then my notebook is nearly done. So when we move to our new place, I plan on using just gel pen on my journal for now. Because my son and I are flying to our new place, we're moving ahead of my husband. So my husband's going to be transporting my fountain pens for me. That's just how the logistics turned out for us. And that's it, that is my setup. So here is what it looks like on the side. It's super duper thick and chunky, and this is really heavy, so it's going to add quite a bit of weight to my carry-on, but I would rather have this in person on me rather than potentially lose it on our move. I would be devastated if I lost this Chic Sparrow. It was my very first leather traveler's notebook, so this Chic Sparrow does have a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to use it again. So I will be posting a One Book July update in a few weeks, I hope. I'm going to try some vlog style videos while we move, just so I can update this channel. I do miss making videos, but I don't know how my filming setup is going to look like when we move. Thanks for being patient with me. I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is Baba Notes, and I'll see you next time. Bye!